Hey all America, this is Mary Sunshine's grandma, and today I'd like to talk about what's happening in America with these banks. My little girl Mary Sunshine, she owns a house, and there's this Wells Fargo bank where they're taking money out of people's equity. When they say that there was a credit card, they don't even have a signature. They take people to court, and they know how to play a game, and they get these collection agencies that fight disabled people and poor people that don't know how to do procedures with the court, and those judges, well, they don't do anything. Well, my poor little Mary Sunshine, she has to go to court, and the judge says, Mary Sunshine, I'm sorry, ma'am, but you have to be like an attorney. And my little girl, she disputed all the charges of that credit card in Wells Fargo Bank. And these banks, they don't even have the signature and the contract. And they go into discovery, and then the judge says, well, you didn't answer, Mary Sunshine. And my little girl said, I sure did, Your Honor. And the judge says, well, I see that you did in time, but you didn't put on the pleading under penalty of perjury because you missed a little tiny word. I don't have to include that as if you responded. My little baby, she said to the judge, Your Honor, you know ethically I did respond. But that judge, she didn't do anything. You see, these banks are using the legal system and the courts to violate the civil rights of disabled people and people in general who can't afford an attorney. And I think it's wrong. And the judge, I couldn't believe what she did. Well, that judge in the Beverly Hills court, her name is Bobby Tillman, well, I don't believe what she did. Well, she actually said to my little girl that I am going to allow Wells Fargo Bank to grant their motion that you admitted to something you never did. I could not believe my ears when I heard that the judge would allow a motion from Wells Fargo Bank that says that there's a admission of owing something without a signature. What kind of country is this? When people go to court knowing better how to do pleadings, and the judges, they know that the other people don't have a signature. How can a bank have no signature and have a judge allow that you are guilty and admit to something you never did? Especially in this case when my little girl responded to their interrogatories and said, I certainly dispute these charges. How could that judge, because she didn't say under penalty of perjury, and she did respond in time? Well, I say that in America, the legal system needs some work here. But I don't think the governors or the Attorney General of the state of California is going to do anything. And these disabled people, my little baby is disabled. She's visually impaired and she can't see very well. How in the world can the judge say, I'm going to treat you like an attorney, and because you did not include under penalty of perjury, I am not going to allow that you have even answered? What kind of crazy society is this? When the judge knows ethically my little baby girl responded to that and disputed the charges. And she, the judge, goes ahead, knowing ethically that my little baby girl did not sign anything, and Wells Fargo Bank for over a year had no signature. Well, I know the law is on our side. That if you ask a collection agency for my validity of the debt, that of a signature or a contract, they have to prove it within 30 days. And if they don't, they are forbidden to go ahead with the lawsuit. But it has been over a year. My little baby is going to get a summary judgment against her because the judge said she admitted to something she didn't do. What kind of crazy game is this? I don't believe it. We need some laws against these collection agencies. But you write to the Attorney General, you write to the governor, you write to this Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, you get nowhere because you're in court. And all these agencies, that disability agency, they don't do anything for poor people. When you're in such a situation with the collection agencies, they're just going to win because the judge decides you did something you never did when you responded. I don't believe it. How they sleep at night, these judges, and they actually know in their heart that they did something wrong. Well, I can't believe it. There are so many tragedies in this world. Why can't people be just when it comes to the disabled and poor people? My little Mary Sunshine is legally blind in both her eyes, and she has to be treated as if she's an attorney. If she misses one word, it's as if she didn't say anything. I am so disgusted with this legal system. We just have to sue Wells Fargo Bank on our own. So if you know anyone who has problems with Wells Fargo Bank, write to me, Grandma Mary Sunshine, at Rodeo Fine Jewelry at 9608 Brighton Way, Brighton Way, W-A-Y, in Beverly Hills, California. That's Beverly Hills, California, 90210. We have to do something, my friends, about these banks. Going into people's equity, taking money without authorization, and then fabricating some kind of crazy thing for 1 year, and no one will stop these collection agencies when they do us wrong. My friends, I want you to write to me. We have to sue Wells Fargo Bank and get millions of dollars in the pockets of people. Let's set up a fund for people who can't afford it. This is outrageous with Wells Fargo collection practices, taking money from people. They're getting away with it because they have attorneys and they have all that money, where they're cheating people with interest and penalties, and they think they could do anything they want. Well, it's about time us citizens stand up for our rights. They're violating our civil rights using the court system against disabled people. That's not right, America. So let's stand up. Thank you so much, honey sugar, for listening to Mary Sunshine's grandma. Please write to me now at 9608 Brighton Way in Beverly Hills, California. We have to start fighting for our rights. Thank you so much for listening to Grandma of Mary Sunshine. Sugar, have a wonderful, wonderful life. And please write to me.